can you give up your general experience or your life, what you do to survive and everything here in Romania?
Okay, me as a person in Romania, I work as an assistant chef at the restaurant. That's what I do full time. But I have part-time jobs. I do hair, I braid hair.
Yeah.
This beautiful one I had, Cynthia did it for me.
Yeah, I mean we do.
If you have plans of coming to Romania, be it male or female, have a side job.
Yeah, learn something.
My salary alone cannot pay. We learn how to make life. And one important thing is that the professor actually gave us marks for attending.
Yeah.
And it's different from my country. If you go on excursion in my country, if you don't attend, they minus you marks.
Yes, if you don't go, they minus.
Yeah, they take away marks. But for us, we went there, they still added us marks. So it was.
Hi guys, hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to Seeing This Reality. If you're new on the channel, you're welcome. If you're old on the channel, thanks for coming by to watch another video. Guys, today on the show, today on the channel, I brought in my sister, a friend that recently graduated from the University of Romania, a popular university called Babes Boy University, commonly known as UBB. So guys, I brought her here to tell us about her experience, tell us the thing that she likes and dislikes about the university, just so we also get informed and know the university should, in case you have plans of coming to study here in Romania. So guys, let's dive in and listen to what she has to say. Hi ladies.
Hello Cynthia.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you so much for inviting me to
Yeah.
your show today.
Yeah, I'm happy to have you on the video. I hope that you have a good time explaining yourself or telling your experience to the audience, as they really want to know your experience as a student in Romania. So can you briefly introduce yourself and share your educational background in Romania?
Hello everybody, my name is Sholiodis. I'm a Cameroonian from the northwest region of Cameroon. I'm from Bafut precisely. My educational background in Romania, I just graduated on the 25th of June, that was last month, and I got my transcripts. I'm still waiting for my certificate because it takes a while. I came into Romania in 2021, that was February, but the school academic year started in October, so I came maybe 5 months later because of the COVID-19, and it was online. The most important thing was that it was online because there was social distancing. We could not sit in one classroom. So it was online for the first year, and the second year, first semester, it was online. So it was a plus for me because even I was out of Romania, but I was still attending my classes.
Yeah, I myself, even during my years of study when I came here in 2019, I think I came late because school always starts in October.
Yeah.
But I came in December. I remember vividly I came in December 31st, clocking like getting into the new year of 2022. I can remember that same night, I and my sister, my friends, we went out to celebrate the New Year Day.
Wow.
But I think that for some reason, you had an advantage that you during that period of time classes were online. Yeah, for now that classes are physical, and for me I had a disadvantage because classes were on campus, so I missed a lot. I only came during the period of exam, in December going to January. Those are the period of
preparation of exams
in the university, so I was a little bit backward, but thank God to the teachers, to the professors. They were so considerate, even though I had to carry some courses over because it was impossible for me to pass it. That even when I studied, got material from some few friends that I made during that period, but it was also it was a little bit difficult because I had to study with a lot of pressure and the rest. of alcohol, it's just good to come early for
It's
the
very important to
university
come early
studies.
because
Yeah.
I also came when the first semester was already over. Like I reached on a Sunday and I started receipt on a Monday.
Yeah.
Imagine coming into school when it was very little online I had to attend because network was disturbing where I was. I didn't have the full schedule on when to get into classes and all that. And the next day I had to start receipt, but God's being so kind, I had to validate all my courses that first semester. So it
You
was
know,
okay.
I think that the professor are a little bit considerate for us international students.
Exactly.
When you come late, some of them try to give you projects, to write project for them to grade you. Some of them try to give you exams, but though a little bit moderate for the just so you can have a pass grade. But my classmate, I think I have my classmate, they were so like, I don't know for you, but for me my classmate they were so helpful. Some of them gave me their notes to photocopy. Some of
Wow.
them we stay extra time on the campus to for them to explain things for me to make sure that I understand and take the exam. So yeah.
It was a good experience.
So you this, what motivated you to pursue your education in Romania?
Okay, thank you very much for this question. My main reason why I came to Romania was because of COVID 19. Uh, because of the instability in my country, I could not continue my education. I left school the first year, the first semester in my second year. So when I left, I went immediately to the UAE. I went to Dubai. I worked for 4 years, and the last year was the COVID outbreak. So many companies were reducing staff because they could no longer pay staff because you know the disadvantages COVID brought at that time. I stayed home for a whole year without a job. I was
Yeah.
just doing side jobs. I was doing hair. I was doing visa for people, and I didn't see my future continuing that way. And we didn't know where COVID would end.
Yeah.
So my godfather in the UK wrote me one day and said, "How is COVID over there in the UAE?" I explained things to him. He said, "There is this school in Romania. It's really good. My son graduated from there, and I want you to give it a try." He sent me the link. I followed everything myself.
Yourself?
I went on
Wow.
Google. I did the research. I knew Romania so well
Yeah.
that I know the supermarkets, the streets, everything.
Just on Google Maps.
Just on Google, I was asking questions, their currency, their wage, their fees, everything. I got like the first-hand material before coming into this country.
Yeah.
So that was what brought me to Romania.
Yeah, I myself, during the time that I came here for studies, I had a cousin. She was the one that actually helped us to do the admission. Yeah, so during that time, I was planning to apply for a university in China and I also apply for a university in Germany. But and then now this my sister also told me about Romania, you know. But the process of getting a visa and admission to Romania is so fast.
Yeah.
So while I was also doing those other processes for China and Germany, why with the one in Romania, I got my visa for Romania first.
First.
I got my admission for Romania first,
Wow.
and I just said, okay, what's the point? Let me just come here. And so far, it was good. I don't even regret that I came here
There's
for
no
studies.
regret at all.
Yeah, for you is. Did you face any challenges during your year of studies in Romania? If so, how did you overcome them? How did you overcome these challenges?
Okay, to answer that question, there's this statement that goes that nothing good comes easy. I got my fair share. There were times I regretted taking that decision, but on that day I was graduating. That's the highest achievement I've ever gotten in my life.
Yeah.
And it had to wipe away all the challenges I went through. So some of the challenges I faced was first is communication. When I came into Romania, I came during a period when there was still lockdown. It was difficult to see a fellow black person.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
you
yeah.
cannot meet a black person in the dormitories, it's difficult to see them on the street. So I thought like I was a brown egg in the tray of white
White
eggs.
eggs, yeah.
Yeah. So everywhere I went, it was difficult to communicate as 90% of the people speak the Romanian language. I felt like there was no English existing anywhere, and it was really a challenge. But thank God to Google Map though.
Yeah.
Google Map, Google Translate, those really helped. Another challenge I had was getting a job because, as I said, I came into Romania during the time when Romania had not yet embraced many black people. There were
Yes.
just a few of us here that were blacks. So when you go to apply for jobs, it's even strange to see a black
Yeah,
person.
yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
don't know your reaction towards them. They don't know how to receive you, and they don't know how to communicate with you. So I even remember that when I got my work permit, I had to stay at home for 1 full month before I got the job. And many restaurants were not yet open because of COVID.
Yeah, because
They
of
were still
COVID.
closed. So when I finally got my job, all the financial difficulties I was going through were sorted out. Another challenge I faced was I'm not an open person, especially when it comes to academics. It's difficult for me to approach my classmates and actually ask for information because it's a general phenomenon that they don't really know black people. So you might say hi, they'll say hello, but it ends there. It was difficult for me to create that friendship among my colleagues. That's why my results during the first year were really less. They were not really what I expected because sometimes they will pass an information and I'll not understand, and it's difficult to ask the questions back. And I always do things the way I understand, so it was difficult. It was during the second year that we had to go face to face in class to study that I made friends, and I regretted why I didn't write them earlier because these people are really nice, they're really helpful. If you ask anybody any question, they will go out of their way to make sure that you get what you want.
Yeah, I myself, as I said earlier, because I came here late and classes were on campus during that time, like I still have those my friends that I had during the time of study. We still communicate now on WhatsApp. We still talk. We even like hang out together.
Wow.
You know, the truth is Romanians, white in general, when they look at black, they have a little bit of fright. But then you as a person, you have to
Yes.
be
Open
open.
to them.
They will not approach you at first,
Exactly.
especially your classmates. They'll just
Exactly.
look at you. I'm like, But when you approach them, you have a conversation. You see that they're really open
They're
and
really
they're
open,
really
they're nice.
willing to help you. So I myself, I think I need to talk about my challenges. You know, when I got it, that was a peak of COVID, 2020, and during that COVID period where our classes were online and it was a complete shutdown, I myself, I did not have a job that time for a year. I didn't have a job. I
Wow.
was home. Like, it was so depressing. You only have to study, and then after study, you just have like your home, and we were not even allowed to go out of the cabin. If you have to,
Exactly.
I'm talking about the dormitory.
Dormitory.
If you have to go out, you have to fill a form,
Form.
write the number of hours that you
You
will
are
be
you are staying
that you
outside.
stay out, and then come back, you have to pass the form. So but after the COVID period, it was just so fine. And that same joy that you felt during your graduation day, I felt that same joy.
I've never
Like,
had such goosebumps
oh my
before.
god, you needed to see the kind of smile, you needed to see the glow. Success is really good. Success is really good. And even when it comes to studies, Romania University, they try to make studies a little bit, I will not say it's difficult and it's simple. It just depends on your level of concentration. It just
Exactly.
depends on your willingness
On your willingness, that's very
to
important.
study.
Your willingness.
If you're willing to give in all it takes
You
to
pass.
you discover that you have good marks. So okay, as you said, from the first year you were not so communicative, you did not have people to help you,
Exactly.
your grades were not high. Now in the second year you decide to give in your best, talk to people, open up, and you had
I had the
good grades.
best. Yeah.
So the Romanian education, I think, from a positive point of view, is good. It's good.
Another challenge I face is work and school.
Mm-hmm.
That's my greatest challenge because Whatever I say here today is my personal experience, and it may be different from other people's experience. I sponsored myself through school, and that is why it was really difficult for me because I need to work more than the hours I have to work. For example, my schedule was I have classes from 8 o'clock in the morning to 3:30 in the afternoon, and I have to start work by 4 p.m. It was really difficult for me to grab the bus
Yes.
at 3:30. You have to be
After,
at
after
work
like
at
after
4.
you leave from school
Class.
or from class.
Yes, you have 30 minutes to be at the job site. And not all the lecturers will leave the classroom at 3:30.
Yes.
You need questions to ask behind. They need to do the roll call.
The roll call, yeah.
It takes time. And I just thank God for my boss. That's why even in front of him, I keep telling him every day that he contributed 40% of my success. And on my graduation day, when I stood on that stage and I saw him in that crowd holding a bouquet of flowers, I was like, my father just entered the hall.
Yeah.
Because it's not everywhere you work that you are being appreciated, that they stand for you when you need them.
Yeah.
I've worked in more than 15 companies from Dubai to Romania. I've worked in so many places, but the comfort I got here, I can say my success in school was it was because of my work too, because I had the time to study and I had the time to work. And
Yeah.
it's difficult to get that in so many companies. And it's because I gave in my all. I gave in my all at school and I gave in my all at
And
work.
it's very important.
It's very, very important. Let them know that they can trust you,
Yeah.
and they will give you what you need.
Yeah,
That's just
yeah,
it.
yeah. They will give,
Yeah.
because even when I was working during my time of school, because I was working in a beauty salon, the hairdressing salon, like even when I told my boss that at this period of time I have a presentation to do with my classmates, because in the third day I think the teachers encourage a lot of presentation, and while I'm at work, because it was online, I had
Yeah.
to do the presentation online. She'll let me go and do the presentation in a quiet space to do my presentation with my classmate. So it just, I think that the employers are good, depend on
How you present yourself to them.
cooperative,
Yeah.
how you don't make them feel that okay, you're only working there for the money.
Exactly.
You know.
I also had a separate classroom at my workplace.
Yeah.
I have my separate class.
With us any memorable experience or highlight from your time studying in Romania.
Memorable experience. Sometime in February, our class teacher, one of my professors, he took us out of Cluj, that's out of our locality. We went to a company that produces roofs of building. It was really fun because I got to see those things we see, the finished product. I actually saw how they were made. And the fact that you are among your peers and your classmates, it was really fun. We took pictures. It was a long ride, and
Yeah.
they provided so many cars. Like students were asked to bring their cars and carry students. That it was really fun. In my own car, my classmate was playing African music, and he was
Yeah.
asking me that, Leo, do you like this one? I'm like, do you know African music? So, of course. So it was really a fun time. Going to Juku, the place is called Juku, where we learn how to make glass. And one important thing is that the professor actually gave us marks for attending.
Yeah.
And it's different from my country. If you go on excursion in my country, if you don't attend, they minus you marks.
Yes, if you don't go, the minus.
Yeah, they take away marks, but for us, we went there, they still added us marks. So it was so fun, and I really enjoyed it, and it's good to see that these things we actually use every day, you actually see how they are being produced. Another experience can be, we also have this professor that whatever he lectures for that day, he plays a Jamboard game. And it's Kahoot, yeah. I think
Yeah,
most people
Kahoot.
knows the Kahoot game, where he asks questions and you have limited time to answer the question, and he always give the highest person in class when when playing that
The
game.
person that has the highest score or the person that answered the most
Questions, yes, they give them gift, like he can give you a pen, or yeah, just to acknowledge. So it's really fun when that time reaches, everyone like pushes in front of the class because you want to see the big screen and you don't want to miss anything else. So they were really good. Those were good memories.
Yeah, that was not, at least you just sit and then
Memorize it and you wish
it
to
and
go
then
back there.
you just another question for you is, what are some unique features or strengths of educational system in Romania compared to other countries?
Um, I'm talking about UBB where I graduated from. The infrastructure it's on point. Like you feel like going to school.
Yeah.
The chairs are very comfortable. There is enough space. Like the way they build their classrooms and the way they setting is, even if you want to sit by yourself on a whole roll, you're free because it's spacious, and we have these big screens. We don't use boards. We don't use boards. They brought these big screens that looks like television. I don't know how they are called. On that board, you can do presentations. They show us YouTube videos. Like when those boards were provided, it was really a plus because even if I'm not in class, they just need to put it on record and they send it to our group chat for the students, to those who miss the class.
Yeah,
so it's really a plus. It's so beautiful and it's always clean. There is no day you will visit UBB getting and you see chairs not arranged in some angles, or you see papers littered. It's always so beautiful and it's always so clean. Another strength is that the location of the school from Camins and other home residents is really accessible because the bus is immediately, it is just
It's
in front of the school.
campus,
Yes,
yeah.
it's in front. It's 1 minute from the bus stop into the main hall. That is so it's really a plus,
Accessible.
especially for us students that work. I don't need to leave from class and I have to run to a far distance to grab the bus before going to work. So
Or you
it's
don't
really
need to leave the dormitory or your home to rush to school.
school,
Or
exactly.
yeah, so
it's
really
yeah, it's
accessible.
really accessible. Like the way the plan was drawn, the people actually know what they are doing. So it's really good. And on every desk in class we have like a socket where you can charge your phone, you can use your computer in class. It's fun and it's really free. And where I come from, even if we have those facilities, it's not every day, and it's not that accessible or usable by everyone. So I guess UBB did a good job.
About the tuition fee.
About the tuition fee, it's very important, especially for us students that we pay our school fee. Like
Ourselves.
we work and we pay for our school fee. UBB has made it so friendly that even I wrote my exam in June, I got all my results before a message was sent to me that you have not paid school fee for this
You have not
academic year.
completed your fee.
Exactly. So I have from October right up to June. It's a bad thing, but they are very considerate. If I was supposed to pay every October to study in this school, I wouldn't have graduated because it's difficult. My school fee is 3,000 euros. It's difficult with my salary. My salary is paid in lei, which is their legal tender here, and it's difficult to raise lei up to that amount of money that I need to pay because at the same time we need to take care of family back home.
Yeah.
We need to feed, we need to pay rent, bills, and all that. But UBB has really made it friendly in such a way that they give us a whole school year
And you
to,
also
to be
pay
pay your fee.
instrumentally.
And you pay instrumentally. Sometimes when you take your salary and you don't have any demanding responsibilities for that month, you just send it into the school account, and before the year ends you see that you have really paid a great deal and just a little is left. So I think UBB really made it like if we have graduated today is because of what the school offered us, and we wouldn't have gotten that if it was not like that.
Another question for you is how did your education in Romania prepare you for your career or future endeavors?
Okay, in UBB I studied management. So with this certificate, I know it is very difficult that I will apply in another country or in any other school and I will not be chosen. It's really difficult because the school is well recognized, and the way everything is structured is easy to understand, and the teachers are really friendly because I remember I also do hair as a side business. One time I was doing a friend's hair who just recently graduated. She was texting on WhatsApp and her teachers were like, "Do you need letters of recommendation wherever you're going to?" I was like, "You're really,"
Yeah,
I was like, "You're really
yeah.
close to your teachers," and it's really good. Like she calls them by their name, which is the normal phenomenon here. Older people don't want you to call them sir, madam.
Yeah.
They want you to keep it plain. If my name is Leodis, call me Leodis. So they were like, if you want to go anywhere, I'm willing to help you with the recommendation. Even I think it was 3 days, my boss at work was telling me that, Leo, if you not continue in this company and if you need a letter of recommendation, I'm going to give you one. Wherever you're going to, you can use it. I'm like, I did not answer him, but I'm answering now that I really need it. I really need it. So it's really, really good with this our certificate, because even during the theoretical part in class, what we are being taught, it's like you are in the field itself. Especially my favorite course, which is human resource management. The way the professor takes it, I feel myself already being a manager in a restaurant somewhere, because she breaks it down like she knows what she's doing, like she's gifted in what she's doing. So
Yeah, and then I can remember because I also studied HR. I think we did the same course.
yeah,
Like most of the time, she asks you questions related to your job.
to your job.
Okay, you say, okay, you're working in this job. What can you talk about your HR or the job? Like, what do you notice? What are the things that you see that they do? She tries to relate it to a real life scenario.
It's like you are actually there. And my end of year thesis was about talent management and employee performance. I was literally talking about myself.
Yeah.
I even though I did interviews, but what I stood on that day on the defense, I was literally talking about myself, because I was being asked that, what did you face?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking and it was just flowing. They were really enjoying what I was saying. So it's really practical. Even though we are just in that classroom doing the theoretical part, if you go out to the field, you won't face any difficulties because you see everything taught in class being practiced in the field.
Sis, another question is, can you share any tips for international students on adapting to the cultural and social aspects of living in Romania?
I have a few tips. The first thing is that you should not be reserved. For example, I earlier mentioned that my results during the first year was not that good because I was very reserved, I was not open. You need to approach these people. They have not yet embraced us because we are not still that many in the country.
Yes,
You need to
yes.
approach them, ask questions. If you need any help, ask. Other tips that I have for international students is that join student community. Join the community where you're coming from. For example, I'm coming from Bafut, from Cameroon, the northwest region, and we have like the Bafut Manjong here. I'm participating there. There is Cam Cluj, there is Cameroonians in Cluj. There are group chats where they pass useful information there every single day, and they alert us, because if these groups were not living or I was not part of it, I think I must have gotten myself into serious situations that I'll not know how to pull out from.
Yeah.
So it's really important to join your community, participate, do what you have to do. If you have any useful information, don't keep it to yourself. Share it and you will receive information back. If you need the job, just post it there. Is there anybody that knows anywhere that I can get a part-time job? They always come to your aid. Another thing is that if you are sick or you feel, for us ladies, we might always consider that, especially menstrual problem, it's normal. It's not normal. If you feel the slightest pain, let your roommate know, so that in case emergency occurs in the night, they should know that it happened because she
Yeah.
complained of this. If you keep yourself reserved, you are going to go down for it. And I think another aspect is that we need to be friendly,
Yeah.
because as we said, the Romanian people, they don't really know blacks well. They will not be as friendly as you expect us in the African community to be friendly. You have to be considerate. You need to explain yourself when you need to explain. You don't have to be violent. You have to be calm. You have to take
Nice.
situations normal. Yes, and you live a very beautiful life. And when once you are expressive, the people receive you the way you are, and
Yeah.
it's so good. So those are the I think those are the
Yeah.
few tips I have.
And it's very okay to be open, to be communicative, both to the Romanians and to the Africans that are
Community.
around you.
Yeah.
Don't come here and then see that, okay, this is just me, I want to be reserved. I mean, for an individual, it's nice to be reserved. It's not like you should say everything that you're
Exactly.
going through to the world or to someone, but there are some things that you must. Sis, how could you describe the support system provided to international students in Romania?
By UBB.
Yes.
Okay, there are a lot of things that Babes Bolie University has provided for students, international students. For example, the Camin, which is the student dormitory, it's really cheap. Like, like personally, right now I'm renting out of the dormitory, and when I put the two together, it's a whole lot. It's a
Yeah.
whole lot difference. Now I'm being careful about everything because it's really expensive, but in the dormitory you have these things for almost nothing.
Almost nothing.
Almost
Yeah.
nothing. You have the gas, you have washing machine, you have
Water.
you have water, you have
Electricity,
which is
Wi-Fi, yeah.
very important for a student to always have connection all the time. You have connection 24/7. There was
Yeah.
never a day we lacked Wi-Fi in the dormitory. So
And you even have like a student library in the dormitory.
dormitory,
where
you
maybe
can go
you're
there.
in your room, you don't want to study in your room, you can go there to study.
exactly, and we have big kitchens that you can even spend part of your time there. It's really good. It's really, when it comes to accommodation, I can say I've stayed in the best accommodation as far as UBB is concerned. Yeah. Another thing that UBB has provided for international students is the transportation. For us, the students, there is this card, it's called the Stud card, where you get discounts. For example, in Leh, I pay 45 Leh monthly
For the bus.
for the bus. But if I was a worker or I was not a student, I would pay 100 plus.
120.
120 Leh plus, which is expensive for a student. But this one, with your bus card, you don't need to be late. But if you're a worker, you need to stop, you buy tickets and you do all those other stuff. But now, with your bus card, it's smooth. Everything is so good. So another thing that UBB has provided is they have good secretaries.
Yeah.
If no matter the time you ask a question or you type to ask them anything, you get an instant response, especially if you are an international student. They are very careful with us and they explain everything to the list. I remember one time in class I did not submit my internship when I finished my internship, and I submitted it, but the PDF did not open. My professor wrote me on email. I did not see it because I was busy at work. She wrote me on the student profile, that's the model where we study. I did not see it because my phone rang. She called. She said, Leo, you have 5 minutes left to submit your assignment, your project. I cannot open your file. She said, can you send it on WhatsApp? She gave me her number, but it's difficult to see that in other countries, especially from my country, for a teacher to take out her time to follow up a student. An internship is something very big.
Yes.
You actually worked on this for months. Yeah, so for that very act she did, it's very, I don't know where she got my contact from. I know she must have gotten at least 5 people just to get my contact.
Yeah, or you have your profile, your student profile in their system. You have your email, you have your phone number, so they can easily. But that was a really good app for the secretary to know that a teacher needs an urgent response from you.
and I submitted everything. I sent it to her. She opened it and she graded me so well. Even if there are some teachers, they'll still take out some marks because you stress them, but she gave me what I deserve. I still passed very well. So that was really a good one. Another thing that the UBB has done to really support international students is, I mentioned it before, the payment of school fees. Like, we are really given time before you see them send that email that you need to complete your tuition fee. It means it was on your path.
Or it's overdue.
Exactly. They really gave us time, and I think it's a plus. That's why you can even further masters, even up to PhD here with no problem, because you know that you have a long time frame to work and pay. So
Yeah.
I think with those few points, that's what I have.
Yeah, for
um,
student has a lot of discount, like this card that she mentioned, the stud card. They have a lot of discount. You can go
yeah.
to restaurant to eat, and your food will be on discount. You can go to shop to get things, and it's on discount. Students also have advantage of Erasmus. You know of
Erasmus student, exactly. That they are giving you the opportunity to study in other countries. Like, for example, I may study just the first semester in UBB, and I want to study my second semester maybe in the US or in China or in any other country. They will give you forms to fill. They'll even help you with the application process. You go there just for that semester, you study, you make more money too while studying, and you
Yeah.
come back. And they also have this work and travel.
Yeah, work and travel.
Work and travel is very, very important. Like, people leave Romania and they go to the US for 3 months. That is during the vacation.
Yeah, during the
They
summer
work, yeah, it's
holidays.
during the summer holiday. They go there, they work their money, and they come back. It's easy for them to pay their fee, so that when October starts, you know that you have already paid your school fee. You don't even need to work.
And they've just make it very easy for us that you have a student, you have like the school account. Each anytime that you have money,
You just put
you
into
just
the
you
account.
just send into the account. Make sure that you have the receipt to prove that okay, you pay that
Exactly.
certain amount of fees.
When you pay, you just send the receipt to the secretary,
Section.
and she registers it, and she'll tell you what is left to pay. It's really flexible and it's really good. And UBB has provided how do they call this? An eatery in school, a canteen.
A canteen,
And the
yes.
prices there are really friendly for international students. Like, if you didn't cook in your house and you have a long day of class, you can always go there and you get food to eat, and it's freshly cooked there. Freshly cooked, and it's with the prices.
That so far the interview is going so well. You're managing to tell your experience
And I'm
and
enjoying
things
it.
that you like. Yeah, I also believe that the viewers will also enjoy. So another question that I want to ask is, what are some misconceptions or stereotypes about studying in Romania that you want to debunk?
Okay, when I first came to Romania, my friends were like, "Why did you not choose Britain? Why did you
Yeah.
not choose US? Why Romania?" Until you get to Romania, before you will know why Romania. Because I can proudly say that I've completed school. I'm not owing the school any amount, but I think if I was in other countries, the weight would have been too much on me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Romania is friendly, and the jobs, if you don't have too many family problems, or you know how to manage yourself very well, you can balance the two. You can always balance the two. So I can say people have that misconception about Romania, that they don't look at Romania to be something big. Like, people always look at the big countries, but why not start in the small countries
Yeah.
and get what you want from there,
You
and
know,
maybe
with-
contribute.
With everything in life, even if you want to go 1,000 miles, you must begin with
Yeah,
a
the
single step.
And the steps
Yeah.
are the most beautiful ones,
Yeah.
because I will not regret my choice of coming to Romania. Another stereotype people have about Romania is that many people think that since we are blacks, the teachers or the classmates do differentiation, like racism or something like that. They treat everyone as you are a student, you have paid your school fee, you come to that classroom every day, you are very important. And here you can stop the teachers up to 10 times to ask them that I did not understand, and no one will blame you for not understanding.
Yeah.
And even if they are running out of time, the teacher will tell you, write me on email. I can remember there was this math problem I had to submit. It was really difficult. I was not getting the tail, I was not getting the head from it. I had to email my teacher. I don't understand this. She wrote me, are you available right now for a Zoom call? I said yes. She called me. Her child was really crying at the background, but she asked someone to take the child just to teach me. I didn't pay her for that, and it's really, really, the people are really friendly, I must say. It's really a plus. It's
Yeah.
a plus. So I think there are those stereotypes that you are going to be differentiated, you're going to be poorly treated. Just open up yourself, just be open. As I said, I was a very timid person. Even to answer questions in class, I was the only black in my class, and I always feel timid, but I started getting more points in class from answering questions. I started opening up, and even when I'm not happy about something, I started expressing myself. But before, I would just sit quiet. But it's really good. So it's good to try something before you judge.
Yeah, before you
Yeah,
judge, don't listen to somebody and they
exactly.
say, it's like this.
Exactly. And
Have your own point of view about it. Be critical in your thinking.
And I also want to encourage those my friends, especially my friends in Cameroon, that don't stay back and say it's expensive to study abroad. Don't stay back and say that I cannot do this. Take that step. Send those documents they need, even if you don't have that school fee.
Yeah.
When you see that this person has been accepted to study in UBB, money will come out.
Money will come to pay the fee now.
I-
And even when you get there, you will still struggle to pay.
You will
all
still
of the
struggle to
fees.
pay. From my personal experience, when I had my acceptance letter, my school fee was 2 million francs. That's for Cameroonians. 2 million francs, but I had 600,000. I had 600,000. Where will I start from? I need flight. I need accommodation. I need feeding. I need to come and do documents here. But I had 600,000 francs, but I was very positive. I knew that it would come to pass. I'm here today. I'm not a graduate.
Yeah.
It's not easy. I just give God the
To come to the end of this video, but I still have one question that I need to ask you. Can you give up your general experience or your life, what you do to survive, and everything here in Romania?
Okay, me as a person in Romania, I work as an assistant chef at a restaurant. That's what I do full time. But I have part-time jobs. I do hair, I braid hair. This
Yeah.
beautiful one I had, Cynthia did it for me.
Yeah, I mean, we do each other's
Yeah,
hair
we do each
because
other's hair
we
because-
do hair for Romanians, black, yeah.
I'm now renting out of the dormitory, and I can proudly say that my bills are being paid from hair business. So if
Yeah.
you have plans of coming to Romania, be it male or female, have a side job.
Yeah, learn something.
My salary alone cannot pay my school fee and pay my bills, especially now that I'm renting. I had to, sometimes I close from work at 12 o'clock in the night. I start here by 1:30 p.m.
Yeah.
1:30 a.m. and I sleep around 4 a.m. and I still have to go to school by 8 a.m.
Yeah.
So it's have something to do. I also sell traditional regalias.
Yeah,
Today I'm
I
wearing
know.
today I'm wearing Ghana,
Yeah.
but I have Cameroon regalia, the very colorful materials. Those I post on Facebook. I post them on Marketplace on
Instagram,
Facebook.
yeah.
And I post it on our community groups here, and that's where unexpected money comes from.
Yeah.
I just call that a side business because it's really, really important to have something doing. Don't depend all on salary. You will kill yourself. You will stress yourself because of work. Have something doing at the side. If in case you have other questions you really want to know, or you want me to help you with anything, braid your hair or what I sell, or ask questions about my experience in school, how I applied, or any other questions you do not understand from here, I'm on Facebook, Shu Akongui. Same name on Instagram, same name on TikTok. So Messenger, you can message me anytime. and I'll reply you.
Yeah, so guys, I'm also going to put her Instagram handles, her social media handles down in the description box. You can contact her to ask her any other question that we didn't have the opportunity to ask in the video for her to answer. So guys, we have managed to come to the end of the video. I hope that you found the video interesting. I hope that you learned something. I hope that the video will be able to help you make up your mind, or just like change something that you didn't like about Romania. So guys, make sure that you click on that notification button, subscribe, and share the content with anyone that you feel that this information or this video will be helpful to. And thanks for watching.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.